Say dreams are free, but chasing them can cost everything. Behind every successful person is a story filled with pain, sacrifice, rejection, and faith. Some people give up when life becomes difficult. Others keep moving, even when the road disappears beneath your feet. This is the story of Zara, a young girl born into hardship, mocked by society, and constantly reminded of what she could never become. But deep inside, her heart lived a dream too powerful to die. Welcome to KCA Production, your home for premium African storytelling and entertainment. Before we continue, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to KCA Production for more amazing content. Morning sunlight slowly spread across the dusty streets as traders arranged their goods for the day. The noise of passing buses, shouting hawkers, and restless customers filled the air. In the middle of the busy roadside sat a small wooden fruit stand owned by Mama Zara. Zara carefully arranged oranges and bananas while occasionally glancing at a worn-out notebook hidden beneath the table. Every few minutes, she secretly opened it and sketched elegant fashion designs with a tiny pencil. Despite her simple clothes and tired appearance, Zara's eyes carried something special: ambition. A customer approached the store. "How much for the oranges?" 500 naira for 6, ma, Zara replied. The woman paid and left without even looking at her properly. Mama Zara noticed Zara drawing again and frowned immediately. "Zara, focus on this business. Drawing clothes all day would not feed us." Zara slowly closed the notebook. "Mama, one day I will become a fashion designer. People will wear my designs all over the country." Mama Zara sighed deeply. "My daughter, dreams are beautiful, but poverty can destroy beautiful things. Face reality." Those words pierced Zara's heart, but she remained silent. Later that evening, while returning home, Zara stopped outside a luxurious fashion store. Beautiful dresses stood behind shining glass windows. She stared at them with admiration. One day, my designs will be here too. A security guard nearby laughed mockingly. "You, designer, go and look for work instead of dreaming nonsense." Zara quietly walked away, hiding the tears forming in her eyes. The next afternoon, Zara sat under a mango tree behind a small house, carefully drawing new outfit ideas into her notebook. Every line she sketched carried passion and hope. Suddenly, her childhood friends Amaka and Tunde walked by. "What are you doing?" Zara smiled excitedly and showed them the designs. "These are some dresses I created. I'm practicing for the day I become a real designer." The two exchanged glances before bursting into laughter. "You can't even afford slippers and you want to become famous?" asked Tunde. "Big dreams don't fit poor people, Zara," Amaka said. Their laughter echoed painfully in her ears. Zara forced a smile even though her heart shattered inside. "One day you will understand," Zara said. As they walked away still laughing, Zara slowly closed the notebook. Tears rolled down her cheeks. At home later that night, electricity went out again, leaving the entire house in darkness. Mama Zara lit a small candle while calculating debts owed by customers. "We may not even have enough money for next week's food." Zara looked around the leaking room quietly. The ceiling was broken. The walls were cracked. Rainwater dripped into buckets placed around the floor. Still, she held onto her notebook tightly. When life gives some people comfort, it gives others resilience. That night, while everyone slept, Zara stayed awake, under candlelight sketching designs. Outside, heavy rain poured endlessly. Inside, a dream refused to die. A few days later, the entire community buzzed with excitement. Posters had been placed around the town, announcing a major fashion competition in Lagos. Zara stopped walking immediately when she saw the poster. Her heart began racing. She read every word repeatedly, as if afraid it would disappear. For the first time in years, Zara saw a doorway leading towards her dreams. At the community center, a crowd gathered around the organizers discussing the event. The winner will receive full sponsorship to study fashion in Lagos and work with professional designers, said the organizer. The crowd murmured excitedly. Zara stepped forward nervously. Can anyone participate? She asked. Yes, but registration closes in 5 days. Her excitement instantly faded. Registration fee, 20,000 naira. To Zara, it felt like 20 million. She quietly walked home, lost in thought. At dinner, she finally gathered courage to speak. Mama, there is a fashion competition in Lagos. If I win, everything could change for us. Mama Zara looked exhausted already. How much is registration? 20,000 naira. Mama Zara laughed bitterly. We don't even have transport money most days. Silence filled the room. Zara lowered her head slowly. Later that night, she stared at the competition poster again. I can't give up before even trying. Her determination slowly returned with those words. The following morning, Zara woke up before sunrise and began searching for small jobs around town. She washed clothes for neighbors, cleaned small shops. She carried heavy baskets in the market. Every naira mattered. Day after day, exhaustion consumed her body, but she kept going. One afternoon, while helping an old woman arrange goods, the woman noticed Zara's tired face. Why are you stressing yourself like this? I'm trying to register for a fashion competition. The old woman smiled warmly. Then don't stop. Dreams only die when people stop fighting. Those words gave Zara strength. By the 4th day, she still hadn't raised enough money. Frustrated and weak, she sat alone behind their house crying silently. Mama Zara found her there. For the first time, she noticed how serious her daughter truly was. Without saying a word, Mama Zara removed the small gold earrings she treasured for years. Take this and sell them. Zara looked shocked. Mama, no. Those are the only valuable things you own. Mama Zara smiled sadly. A mother sacrifices so her child can fly. Zara burst into tears and hugged her tightly. Sometimes love speaks louder through sacrifice. 2 days later, Zara boarded an old commercial bus traveling to Lagos for the competition. It was her first time leaving her town. She held her small bag tightly against her chest, while staring nervously through the window. The journey was long and stressful. Passengers argued loudly. The bus broke down twice. Rain poured heavily across the highway, but none of it could weaken Zara's hope. As Lagos finally came into view, her eyes widened in amazement. Tall buildings, bright lights, endless movement. Everything felt bigger than the world she came from. At the competition venue, hundreds of talented young designers filled the hall, carrying expensive materials and professional equipment. Zara suddenly felt small. She looked at her simple handmade designs and old sewing materials. Nearby contestants whispered mockingly, "She looks lost. She probably wasn't meant to be here. She won't survive the first round." Zara overheard every word. Fear slowly crept into her heart. For a moment, she considered leaving. But then she remembered her mother selling her earrings. She remembered every insult, every sleepless night, every sacrifice. She straightened her shoulders confidently, whispering to herself, I didn't come this far to quit. The competition organizers arranged temporary accommodation for contestants inside the large training center near the event hall. The building buzzed with tension and excitement as young designers moved around carrying fabrics, mannequins, sketchbooks, and sewing machines. So contestants laughed confidently while discussing expensive fashion schools and famous designers they admired. Others practiced presentations in front of mirrors. Zara sat quietly in one corner of the room with her small bag beside her. Compared to everyone else, she looked painfully ordinary. One contestant unpacked shining designer fabrics worth thousands of naira. Another displayed imported sewing equipment that attracted admiration from others nearby. Slowly, Zara looked down at her own materials. A leftover fabric, a few other leftover fabrics, old scissors, needles, and sketches drawn inside the one notebook. For the first time since arriving in Lagos, doubt attacked her heart strongly. Maybe everyone back home was right. Maybe she truly did not belong there. A loud voice interrupted her thoughts. Excuse me, are those your materials? Zara looked up nervously. Yes. Vivian exchanged amused glances with her friends before laughing softly. This competition is serious business. You can't survive here with village celery. The other girls giggled quietly. Zara forced a smile. I'll try my best. My best is what is needed. Vivian shrugged dismissively. Trying isn't enough in Lagos. They walked away laughing. The words hit Zara deeply. She remained silent, while slowly packing her things together. Around her, contestants continued preparing confidently, while she felt herself sinking further into fear. Later that night, the hall gradually became quieter as contestants returned to their rooms to sleep before the first major round of the competition. But Zara could not sleep. She sat near a window staring at the bright Lagos city light outside. Cars moved endlessly across the roads below, while distant music floated through the air. Everything felt unfamiliar. Everything felt overwhelming. She pulled out her notebook again and began flipping through the pages carefully. Every sketch carried a memory, some withdrawn during power outages, some during hunger, and some after people mocked her, some after crying herself to sleep. Her fingers trembled slightly as she reached the last page, the design she planned to present at the competition. It was beautiful, elegant, different, but suddenly fear whispered dangerous thoughts into her mind. What if they hate it? What if everyone laughs? What if you fail after all this? Tears slowly filled her eyes. She placed the notebook against her chest tightly. At that exact moment, an older cleaner passed by and noticed her crying quietly near the window. The woman stopped. Young lady, why are you awake? Zara quickly wiped her tears. I'm fine. The woman smiled knowingly and sat beside her. No one sits alone at midnight unless something is hurting them. Zara hesitated before finally speaking. I'm scared. Of what? The cleaner asked. Of failing. Everyone here seems better than me. The woman listened quietly. Then she pointed outside the window towards the city. You see all those tall buildings? Zara nodded. They all started from the ground. Zara looked at her silently. People only see success after it shines. They never see the struggle before it. Her words settled gently inside Zara's heart. The cleaner continued softly. Don't measure your beginning against someone else's middle. Zara stared at her, emotional. What if my best isn't enough? The woman smiled warmly. Then let your courage speak louder than your fear. For the first time that night, Zara smiled. The cleaner stood up slowly. Go and rest. Tomorrow could change your life. As the woman walked away, Zara felt something shift inside her. The fear was still there, but determination had returned stronger. Later, inside her room, Zara carefully spread out her fabrics and began walking quietly while others slept. Hour after hour, she sewed carefully under dim light. Her fingers became sore. Her eyes burned from exhaustion, but she refused to stop. Outside, thunder rumbled across the Lego sky, while heavy rain crashed against the windows. Inside, Zara fought silently for her future. At exactly 3:17 a.m., she finally completed the outfit. She stepped back slowly and stared at it. It was stunning. Simple, yet elegant. Strong, yet graceful. For a moment, she couldn't believe she created something so beautiful with so little. Tears gathered in her eyes again, but this time, they were different. Hope had returned. She whispered softly to herself, no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm proud I didn't give up. Morning sunlight poured through the massive glass windows of the competition arena. The hall buzzed with energy as contestants hurried around, preparing for the first official presentation. Large cameras were positioned around the stage, while judges reviewed documents at a long, elegant table near the runway. The atmosphere felt intense. Contestants adjusted outfits nervously. Models practiced walking. Assistants rushed from one corner to another. And in the middle of it all stood Zara, silently holding her design close to her chest. Her heartbeat pounded heavily. This was it. The moment she had dreamed about for years. One by one, contestants stepped onto the stage to present the designs. The audience applauded loudly for expensive gowns decorated with shiny stones, luxury fabrics, and dramatic styling. Zara watched carefully from backstage. With every presentation, her confidence weakened slightly. The competition was tougher than she imagined. Suddenly, one of the organizers approached. Contestant 24, Zara Thompson. Her stomach tightened instantly. It was her turn. As she stepped forward, whispers spread quietly through parts of the audience. Some people recognized her as the girl with the cheapest materials. Others simply doubted her appearance. Vivian smirked confidently from backstage. This should be interesting. Zara heard the comments but kept walking. The bright stage lights nearly blinded her as she stepped onto the runway. For one terrifying second, her mind went completely blank. Hundreds of eyes stared directly at her. Judges waited silently. Cameras pointed towards her face. Fear gripped her chest. She could hear her own breathing. Then suddenly she remembered her mother. The sacrifices, the tears, the hunger, the insults, and slowly something inside her awakened. Strength. Zara lifted her head confidently. The music began softly. Her model stepped onto the runway, wearing Zara's design. Instant silence filled the hall. The audience stared in shock. The dress was breathtaking. Elegant African-inspired patterns blended perfectly with modern fashion styling. The outfits carried emotion, culture, simplicity, and beauty all at once. Every movement of the fabric looked alive beneath the lights. The judges leaned forward immediately. Even Vivian's expression changed completely. The audience erupted into applause before the presentation even ended. Judge Sophia exchanged impressed glances with the other judges. "Extraordinary," she said. As the model completed the final turn on the runway, the entire hall stood up, clapping loudly. Zara froze in disbelief. For years, people mocked her dreams. Now, strangers were applauding them. Tears filled her eyes immediately. One of the judges finally spoke. "Contestant Zara, tell us about your design." Zara took a shaky breath. "This design represents people who come from nothing, but still carry greatness inside them." The hall became quiet again. "I used affordable fabrics because where I come from, people create beauty from struggle every day." Several audience members became emotional listening to her. Judge Sophia smiled proudly. "You did not just create fashion today, you told a story." The applause became even louder. Backstage, Vivian lowered her head silently. For the first time in her life, Zara finally felt seen. After Zara's stunning presentation, during the first stage of the competition, everything around her began to change. Contestants who once ignored her suddenly tried to speak with her. Some complimented her work genuinely, while others hid jealously behind fake smiles. Social media clips from the event had already started spreading online. The girl from the village shocked everyone. The underdog designer, the poor girl with the golden talent. Different titles, different publishing companies. Everywhere Zara walked inside the competition center, whispers followed her. But with recognition came something darker: envy. Late that evening, contestants gathered inside the preparation room working on designs for the grand finale. Tables were covered with fabrics, sewing kits, beads, and sketches. Tension filled the atmosphere because the final round would determine the overall winner. Zara sat quietly in one corner, carefully adding finishing touches to her masterpiece dress. Unlike before, she looked more confident now. For the first time, she truly believed she had a chance. Nearby, Vivian watched her silently. The same girl who mocked Zara from the beginning now looked threatened. One contestant leaned towards Vivian. "That village girl might actually win." Vivian folded her arms tightly and scoffed. She only got lucky once. But deep down, Vivian knew the truth. Zara was talented. Very much so. Hours later, contestants gradually left the room, one after another, to rest before the next day's rehearsal. Zara remained behind alone, completely focused on sewing delicate details onto her dress. Eventually, exhaustion overwhelmed her. She stood up slowly and stretched. "I'll just get water and come back." She carefully covered the dress with clothes before leaving the room. The hallway outside was almost empty and quiet. Zara walked towards the water dispenser, unaware that someone washed her leave. Back inside the preparation room, the door creaked open slowly. Vivian entered quietly, her eyes landed directly on Zara's covered design. For several seconds, she stood there, battling her thoughts. Then slowly, anger consumed her. "She can't take what belongs to me." She walked towards Zara's table and removed the covering carefully. The dress underneath looked even more breathtaking than before. Vivian's jealousy exploded instantly. Without hesitation, she grabbed a small blade from the table and sliced through the parts of the fabric. Then another cut, and another. Within seconds, the beautiful outfit was ruined. Vivian quickly covered it again and rushed out before anyone arrived. Minutes later, Zara returned carrying a cup of water. Still unaware, she sat down, smiling slightly while preparing to continue working. But the moment she removed the cloth covering, the smile disappeared from her face completely. The cup fell from her hand instantly, and water spilled across the floor. Her breathing became uneven as she stared at the destroyed dress. Cuts, tears, ruined fabric. Her hands trembled violently. No! She touched damaged material desperately as tears rushed down her cheeks. Everything she worked for destroyed. She collapsed into her chair, crying uncontrollably, all falling apart. Other contestants nearby rushed into the room after hearing her cries. Gasps filled the room immediately. Oh my god, who would do this? Zara could barely speak through tears. My dress. Judge Sophia arrived moments later after hearing the commotion. Who touched the design? Silence, nobody answered. Vivian stood quietly among the crowd, pretending to be shocked. Zara looked really broken. Can you repair it before tomorrow? She asked Zara. Zara stared at the ruined dress helplessly. Slowly she shook her head. Then suddenly Zara wiped her tears. Determined, she stood up carefully. If life can break me this many times and I still stand, then I can rebuild this too. Everyone stared at her in shock, even Judge Sophia looked emotional. The atmosphere inside the grand finale hall felt electric. Bright lights flashed across the massive runway while photographers moved rapidly around the venue. This was no longer just a competition, it was an opportunity that could change someone's entire life forever. Backstage, contestants prepared nervously. Some practiced speeches repeatedly, but in one quiet corner sat Zara, calm, focused, but tired. Her eyes revealed she had barely slept. After walking through the entire night, repairing and redesigning her destroyed outfits, exhaustion covered her face. Yet despite everything, the dress looked magnificent. In fact, it looked even better than before. The damage had forced Zara to become more creative, as she transformed the torn sections into bold artistic patterns, symbolizing struggle and survival. Ahead to that week all night, Judge Sophia approached her backstage. Zara smiled weakly. I couldn't let my dream end like that. A proud smile slowly appeared on Judge Sophia's face. Sometimes pressure creates diamonds. Nearby, Vivian overheard the competition and felt panic rising inside her chest. She had expected Zara to give up completely, but instead Zara came back stronger. The announcer's voice echoed loudly across the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of the Young Creative Designers Competition. The audience erupted into applause. Music blasted through the speakers as the competition officially began. One after another, finalists presented impressive designs across the runway. Finally, the announcer called Zara's name. Next contestant, Zara Thompson. The entire hall became unusually attentive immediately. People remembered her from the earlier rounds. The girl from poverty, the unexpected star. Zara took a deep breath backstage. Her model looked at her nervously. Are you ready? Zara paused for a second, then she smiled softly. I was born ready. I just needed life to teach me. The music began slowly, runway lights dimmed, and Zara's model stepped onto the stage. Instant silence swallowed the entire hall. Then, the redesigned dress looked breathtaking beneath the lights. Every torn section had been transformed into artistic beauty. Gold stitching flowed across the damaged fabric like scars turned into strength. The audience stared in complete amazement. Some people even stood up immediately to get a better view. The Jumarcus leaned forward slowly. Incredible. As the model reached the center of the runway, emotional music blended perfectly with the presentation. The dress told a story without words. Pain, survival, courage, hope. By the time the presentation ended, thunderous applause exploded across the hall. People stood on their feet, clapping loudly. Audience members wiped tears from their eyes. Backstage, Vivian looked devastated. She realized something painful in that moment. No amount of sabotage could stop someone truly destined to rise. Judge Sophia smiled proudly while writing down her final score. She didn't just survive pressure, she transformed it into greatness. The camera zoomed slowly towards Zara as tears filled her eyes again, while the audience continued applauding endlessly. The applause inside the hall continued long after Zara's presentation ended. Even after the next contestant walked the runway, people still whispered about her design. The emotion in that dress. She turned pain into art. She deserves to win. Backstage, Zara sat quietly alone, trying to calm her racing heartbeat. Her hands trembled slightly while she stared at the floor. After everything she had survived to reach that moment, fear returned once again. What if it still wasn't enough? The judges spent nearly 30 minutes reviewing scores and discussing the finalists carefully. Then finally, the lights dimmed. The host walked slowly to the center of the stage holding a golden envelope. The crowd erupted with excitement immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we witness creativity, passion, and resilience. But only one designer will become the winner of the Young Creative Designers Competition. The audience clapped loudly. Backstage, Zara closed her eyes briefly. She remembered everything: the roadside fruit stall, the mockery, the hunger, the sleepless nights, her mother's sacrifice, the destroyed dress, the tears, the fear, and the dream that refused to die. The host slowly opened the envelope. The entire hall became silent. And the winner is... A dramatic pause filled the air. Then, Zara Thompson. For 1 second, Zara stopped breathing completely. The crowd exploded into deafening applause. People jumped to their feet, cheering loudly while cameras flashed non-stop around the hall. Zara covered her mouth in shock. Tears rushed down her face instantly. She could not move. She could not speak. One of the organizers gently touched her shoulder. Zara, you won. The words finally sank in. Won. After years of struggling. After years of being told she would never become anything. She had actually won. Zara slowly walked towards the stage while the audience continued clapping loudly. Some people shouted her name proudly. Others recorded videos emotionally. Judge Sophia smiled warmly with tears in her own eyes. As Zara stepped onto the stage, the host handed her the golden trophy. Her hand shook while receiving it. The hall became quiet again as the microphone was placed before her. For several seconds, Zara could not speak because of the tears pouring down her face. Then finally, she spoke. When I was younger, people laughed whenever I talked about my dreams. Sometimes even I stopped believing in myself. My mother taught me something important. Your background should never decide your future. Thunderous applause erupted again. Back in her hometown, neighbors gathered around small televisions watching the competition live. The same people who mocked Zara stood in complete disbelief. Mama Zara sat among them crying uncontrollably while holding her chest proudly. That's my daughter. Back on stage, Zara continued speaking emotionally. This victory is for every young person who has ever been told they are not good enough. The audience stood up clapping again. Even some judges became teary. Suddenly, Judge Sophia walked onto the stage holding another envelope. Because of your extraordinary talent, courage and story, we are offering you a full scholarship to the International Fashion Academy in Paris. The crowd gasped loudly. Zara froze completely. Her eyes widened in disbelief. And after graduation, Judge Sophia continued. You will officially work with one of the biggest fashion houses in Africa. The audience exploded with applause louder than before. Zara burst into more tears completely. She dropped to her knees, crying while covering her face emotionally. Everything she once prayed for, everything she once feared was impossible, was finally happening. The camera slowly circled around her, capturing all her emotional moments. 1 year later, inside the studio, the young girl sat behind sewing machines learning fashion design. Some laughed happily while others practiced sketching outfits. And standing proudly in the middle of them all was Zara. Confident, successful, happy, no longer the scared girl hiding sketches beneath a fruit stall. Now she inspired others to believe in themselves too. A young girl approached her nervously holding a small notebook. Do you really think someone like me can become successful? Zara smiled gently. She saw herself in the little girl's eyes. If your dream is real, never stop chasing it. The little girl smiled brightly. The camera slowly panned across the studio walls filled with Zara's designs, awards and photographs from fashion shows around the world. Life may delay your dreams, test your strength, and break your confidence, but never allow fear, poverty, or rejection to convince you to quit. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe to KCA Production for more amazing content.